So next we have a session by Jaisankar from TCS. Yeah. So he's an enterprise agile coach from TCS. So he has an engineering degree from Coimbatore Institute of Technology, and he's a SPC 5 along with CSPO, CSM, and IT expert. So he's an alumni from Wipro Technologies. So we welcome Jaisankar to present his session.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Okay, friends, we are here together. Thanks for giving next half an hour for my speech. What are we going to see? How do we cultivate more personal agility in remote setup? The agenda goes like this. We know we are all in VUCA world. This pandemic has given more to it. Let's see how it has given to us and what are all the uncertainties we are with. We are all talking more on agility in organization perspective. We will understand what is that actually. What does actually agility means? There are so many types of agility. Organization talks about agility, teams talks about agility. Now we are talking about personal agility. What is it? What are all the types of agility available, and what is our personal agility actually means? Do we need to cultivate the agility? I was talking about cultivating the agility, personal agility. Why should we cultivate it? Why can't we get it? And what is the takeaway from this half an hour for you all? Is that we are going to have 8 enablers to cultivate and 24 focus areas and 3 minimal focus areas per enabler. That's the takeaway from this half an hour for all of us to develop the or cultivate the personal agility. With that, we already know we are all in VUCA world. The technological evolution, digital transformation, organization agility, and people are all going towards the new agility and in terms of business agility. We are all fine with that. Now our social environment is given more to VUCA now because of this pandemic. Sujay has anyway spoken about this in detail, but I see that just go around that. There are so many questions around us of our life existence, of our day-to-day activities, our financial aspects. I want to work from home. There are so many uncertainties, so many vulnerabilities, complexities associated. Yeah. Given this, that we are in this VUCA world, the agility, we have loads to learn from future and the nature. You see this in the slide. You can see that all items, whatever we see in the nature, has built-in agility with it. What is an agility? Is the ability to sense, adjust and adapt and balance all our energies. And then we take things from the environment, you adjust or adapt. Of course, we need to respond it to the change. Organizations are doing it for the change, what is happening in the business environment. But how about us? See the nature. It's all adjusting by itself. You can have a cactus which doesn't have water, but it adjusts by itself. It's only a question of balance. So how do we adjust? How do we adapt? Still, our goals are achieved. That comes to the personal agility, if you talk about it. Types of agility, you can see the 3 or 4 layers. I can make 5 layers also for our understanding. At the bigger scale, okay, we are all agilist. From business context, I'm an agile follower, I'm an agile coach, and all that we are talking about. These are all very common words. We know that business agility, organization wants to get what business dynamics. Okay, let's make more value, customer centricity, and then design thinking. Let's go closer to the customer and actual needs of the customers. Full organization agility, all the layers are in agile now, fully aligned. Their strategy, once it was once in a year, is in agility now. Cultural agility, bringing the culture across the organization. Portfolio, program agility, everything is under agility. Completely agile is a transformation. How an organization is enabled to transform very effectively given this dynamics of business need, change. Okay, at the team level, at least team agility, we're talking about, we are working on team agility. Team is focused on technical, so technical agility. Of course, delivery agility for the change in the dynamics of business requirements, which PO comes every day and day to day with the changes. Okay, how do we adapt an agile for that? Let's come back. What agile principle says? Individual and interactions. Individuals, and at the end of the day, it is we, the individuals, and through the interactions, we make actually things happen. We develop things for the self. We make things. We see so much of variance around us. We follow towards it. It can be a mental agility, behavior agility, emotional agility, learning agility, personal angles, personal environments, all kinds of the personal agility. Can I define personal agility? Yeah. It can be an ability to plan and live, the purposeful life, the way we have to live. What is that actual intention? What we want to achieve? What is that we value? What is that we actually value? What is that we wanted to achieve? What really matters to me? Am I trying to achieve it while I am living? Given that variations and changes and dynamics around me, can I able to adapt? How effectively am I going to adapt? I have a vision and mission. Okay, this is what I'm going to achieve. But many things are pulling me. It might be a society, or it might be time, or it might be, now you see, working from home, so many things. I never know when the network would go. So how do I adapt to it? Okay, all these changes are happening. Fine, good. You don't have control on all these things. Have you ever sent an invitation to a coronavirus for this pandemic? No. Things are not in our control. Hence, the change happens, which we can't change it. If that is the case, change is inevitable, which we know, but our mind is not adapting to it so easily. We are not welcoming it. Why? Why change is not easily adaptable by anyone and everyone so easily? If you look at it, that is the only reason why we need to cultivate it. If you look at it, you see that how we have taken our cognitive stages throughout our life from the early age. We have used our sensory motors, and then operational, pre-operational, operational. We have taken longer time for us to go into this mode of getting stability, of comfort, and we are in a very rational way of thinking. If that is the case, why should I accept it? I know this is what it is, which we are sort of fixed with all those things. Our mindset is nearly without we knowing it's getting fixed. So, hence, it is very, very not possible for us to accept, because we are seeing the results with some foundation principles and understanding. If that is the case, if we want to suddenly change, how do we change? Even the organization couldn't change. They are coming out with the dual operating systems in a model of getting the change implemented faster in the name of transformation. We need to cultivate. Cultivate, yeah, it takes a journey. You need to give the right ingredients to for the plant. We don't put the plants to the root. We don't put the flowers to the root. We don't put the fruits to the root for the plant to come. We need to actually cultivate with the right ingredients, whatever it essentially needs. Then only our ability to adapt come in a way it is. It is also a journey, like agile adoption. Like agile adoption, this is also a journey. We have so many similars and parallels while we are cultivating our personal agility into this area. These are the 8 significant enablers. Here we go for us to take home, for us to cultivate our personal agility. The purpose, the incremental progress. Anyway, we are going to go each one in detail. We will go one by one. Now, as of now, it's 8 significant enablers. Each of these significant, this one slide is good enough for us to understand what we are going to take away from this half an hour. Each of these significant enablers, there are 3 focus areas. There are in total 24 focus areas we are going to go in detail. Cultivate, purpose. It's all based around the purpose. Like all the organization talks about vision, mission, and all that. Ultimately, people are going to have vision. What it matters to me, man, as an individual. Why at all? Which is that I value most, for which is the significant for my life and for me to live in this. So, can I have it? You have it with you. Yeah, you are written down everything without have the time limit of when you are going to achieve that in your life. Otherwise, it will be ever will be there in the to-do list. Every year, 1st of January, we will write it. We have to have a time bound for that. When a wish list or the purpose is having a time bound, which becomes a goal, which is our first focus area, we have to have a time limit for that. We need to achieve that. Even the features in the market is losing the value over time. So even the same thing applies to what we need to achieve within that time. We need to achieve to enable our personal agility, to achieve the meaningful life. If that is the case, we need to prioritize for that. We have certain various ways of prioritization we have seen in Agile. But for personal agility, what is urgency for you to achieve at this age? What is important for you? Many things we assume it is important we do. Many things we assume that is what we should do, but we never do. We'll keep on progressively pushing it. So we need to have a conscious understanding of which is really your important things. What is that you have been doing in the last week, the month, last month, which is giving you more energy and happiness? That's an intention anyway. If that is the case, what you think important might not be important. Change yourself. That's what is an agility. This is from the scope perspective agility, like scope change. Understand the priorities. Define success, like our definition of done. You can't say that, no, I have half done, I have done it. No, 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 no. See to that. Is that the really value what you wanted to achieve? Is that the one done state for you? No one fix it for us. We have to determine what is the done state for us. What is the liberty we have? We are the person who decides what we want. We are the person we prioritize. We are the person we define what is that success of. Full liberty, fully empowered. Whatever people talk about an organization of empowerment is in our hand. Bill Gates says, anyway, we can read that. He is talking about the agility matters for this applies to us as well. Of course, incremental progress. Like an agile, we have to have an incremental progress. We can't do overnight because I said it's a journey. We need to cultivate. Can't happen overnight. Hey, tomorrow I am 85% personal agility. Not happen. It won't happen. So how do we make it? Make it in an incremental fashion. Let's make it small thing first. Celebrate it. Like our organization also, we celebrate it. And then that's the empowerment. We need to have small iterations we need to cap. If possible, put the time bound. You have to put the time bound. Then only you will know that whether you can be able to achieve. Otherwise, it will ever happen. It will never happen. We know that. Every day morning I go for a walk. Which day I will go for a walk, we never know. But we have to celebrate everything we achieve. Celebrate means what? To get your self motivation built with your celebration. While you are achieving everything, every time you see that, is it really what I wanted? Realign. There are so many dynamics. How do I cope up with the dynamics? You don't like what Agile says. Don't sacrifice the principles. Practices can be changed. Use that. We will realign back by adjusting our practices, but still value is not diluted. Ensure that we are in that fashion. And then again, you go and then achieve slight increments. Every increments with the time bound basis is the means to achieve the personal agility. I have done something. Okay, good. I'm going to do something in my personal agility. Very good. But whatever I have achieved, ensure that you sustain it. It's not one time go. I have done it. Okay, fine. Let me go to the other. No, 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 no. Personal agility is like your cumulative way of testing, like regression suit every time. The features which are delivered is not impacted. What you have achieved so far in your personal agility is not diluted. Have the rhythm always in you. There are so many tips. Anyway, this would be shared to you people. You can have the tips with you. You can read that. Have it time boxed. Define the DOD. And then, when in your remote sessions, the remote session actually is helping in so many ways. It stops us in several ways as well. It gives us impediments. The same terminology about Agile. It gives us impediments and blockers and all that for us. It gives us challenges. We'll go in detail. So incremental progress. The third enabler for us is that challenges to the opportunity. Convert the challenges to your opportunity. That is the key. It's actually a very vital enabler for you, because you see that the diagram, which the picture, the photographs which is there, see, look at the plant. See the gap in between. How is it going to happen? For a plant, it can adapt. We have been conditioned. We have believed. We had a belief systems. We have been told by several things. This is right. This is not right. Our mind is seasoned, conditioned, fixed. How do we come out of this fixed mindset and have a growth mindset? Hey, what is that growth mindset? Growth mindset is everything. Look at it. Don't come back saying that, no, that's it. It can't be done. I can't go. No, 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 no. It won't happen. Nothing like that. See that there is an opportunity in every challenge, and then have your perseverance in achieving it. That's your growth mindset. It's not only for an organization preaching leaders and all that. It's for us guys. At the end of the day, whatever is available, first apply it on you. We are the person, we are the makers, we are the creators. Have the growth mindset inside us, and look at things very, very positivity, optimistic way. Have a courage to face ourselves. These three are the actual focus areas for the converting opportunity challenges into opportunities. You see, I had so many issues when I started with. I was not a believer of working from home. Always I want to work face to face. I believe work means office. Home means family. That's what is the belief I had. Now you see, I am with broadband. I deliver so many courses, safe courses I delivered in remote way. Now I slowly changed, my perception is changed, and then I had a growth mindset. Now I see opportunity in every small thing. Invest whatever the time we save because of office going, the transport time in Bangalore. I am from Bangalore. In Bangalore, you have 8 kilometers, 1.5 hours journey, to and fro, 3 hours saving. I can invest into so many things. That's why I'm saying that remote working also gives something good thing for us. Okay, what's the fourth enabler? Embrace change. We need to understand something. Change is something we don't have directly control upon. It will ever happen. That's the only thing which is constant. People say that. And if that is the case, you have no option. You have to accept it. We are living in this world where change is not your, if something happens which is not in your control, what is the option you have? You have to adapt and go. That's what is agility. It is not something great. Everyone is adapting. Everything in the world is getting adapted. That's why the world is sustaining. We are going to give the more emphasis to that towards our personal agility, so that we are refined. We are setting the goal. We are having an incremental approach. We have a structured approach of looking things, the challenges, into our opportunities. Now we need to say that, hey, change, please come. That's what is agile for. Agile is to invite change. Okay, accommodate change at any time of the development life cycle. Same thing applies here. Throughout our life, there are dynamics, there are changes. It never goes in the way what we think. Let's accept it. You should have a courage. That's one of the main principles of Agile. Have a courage to accept it. We have to accept it. The minute you accept, it won't disturb you. The minute you accept, you are in a path of finding a pathway for that to handle it. And be flexible. Be flexible in your way. The value is not diluted, but the practices get changed. Principles are intact. That's the secret behind your cultivating personal agility over and over and over and over in the time. Definitely don't move away from the value focus. Like what Agile is talking about, customer centricity around that. Find the actual need, design thinking, find the actual need, find the problem space, and then have several options. You double diamond, diverge, converge. Same thing. Why don't we apply for us? Who's the consumer or customer here? It's us. Can't we know when we are doing for other customers and organization is something which is there with us for a full lifetime? Can't we know? Can't we understand what is that value we want for our life? Find out. Actual need. Focus on those values. Be dynamic in changing the practices and adapting, but don't sacrifice the value. Don't dilute it. This is something which is, I think, that is the main thing for personal agility. I would give a personal example. My recent training program, I work for a British telecom company through TCS. I have given a 30 hours for 30 people called a Super 30 program. Initially, I was unaware that I was having that wireless and Wi-Fi connection. The voice was dragging. It's pulling me. Sometimes it is so fast, sometimes it is less. That's a bandwidth issue. Okay, when so many people are adding with the video, definitely it will happen. That is the case. What I've done, the small things going through that. How can I, just nothing but connected the backbone directly from the modem RJ45 I connected. Okay, now the bandwidth issues is solved. This is all small things, very, very small things. We think that's a big thing. Problem is not in the problem. Problem is actually how do we approach towards the problem. We have the solution. You see the plant here, It goes towards, it knows that this is our, that the house owner has kept me towards the window, very good, thanks to him. You see that I need to grow towards the window for me to get at least the minimum sunlight. That is agility. Embrace the change. If he changes the plant in the different place, it will again grow in the different way. That dynamism is the agility what we need to have to cultivate our personal agility. I have several quotes for our great leaders who are given to us. Please go through it when the slides are shared to you. Yeah. Openness. Can we do everything? Are we a superhero? Can we do everything by ourselves? No. You need to approach the people. It's not that all that we know, everything we don't know. We have to approach the people. There are so many people who are coaches, counselors. There are people who are their mentors. There are people who are teachers. Several ways people can give the ideas and means for us. Small ideas might be trigger a good innovative things for us. Who stops us in going and then achieving it? It's our ego several times stops. Break it. If you want to have personal agility, please break it. Go beyond your limitation. Go for the help. Nothing stops us. And nothing we are going to get small for that. We'll get great in it. And be like that. Be approachable by share whatever you have. Be approachable to others. Whatever means we know. Let's be useful to everybody. That gives a glows to your personal agility. That makes a good relationship. This is a key factor. The key factor one of our personal relationship, because Agile says first line of the principle, individuals and interactions equally important. Your interactions, your stakeholders, whom are you working for, who is your boss, what they value upon. You are talking to your family members, what do they value, what do they expect from you? They need nothing, your quality time. Have you ever given that? Bridge the relationship, the individuals and interaction. The more the better relationship you have, your personal agility is enhanced and cultivated. And there are many tips I have given it. You use your remote meetings, you use your technology, you go to the guild sessions and share if you are organization in Agile. Okay, and then you find an opportunity, effective stand-up meetings, all that you use. It doesn't matter whether it is remote or in person. Okay, but you have an ability to go and connect. Underline, if you understand the value of the people, you can connect. And if you give the value to them, relationship is built. It's all mostly transactions, but it is built. That's how the life is for. Health. So there's so much information. We are hearing everything in the media, everything. How can we cope up? Another thing. There are some things which I wanted to say that, from the personal agility perspective, it is like, energy, body, energy. Along with that, we have our brain, mindset, and all that. We spoke about it. Another one is the emotion, which makes the difference between the animal kingdom to the human kingdom. You have a balance to the emotion. You have a fatigue towards working on the screen for a longer time. You will have so much of boredom which will be built. That is we are after all a human being, fine, but you should know how to handle that. You should know how to take care of our health. Are we taking enough breaks in between when we are working from home? Are every 15 or at least 1 hour we do have a small 2 minute stretch? There are items where we can do some small physical exercises so that the clots are relieved within what our body, and then do we see that whether we are taking right energy level, are we taking balanced food, are we implementing immunity? That's animation. Mask and other things are external protection, but even if it comes, I am there with good immunity, nothing will impact us. So are we doing exercises, taking them, are we hydrating our body enough, are we sleeping well? By the way, are we sleeping well? We don't know the difference between when the office hour stops and our personal time starts. We don't know because of the remote. There is a possibility that we take that working from home means working all the time. Come out of that. Seventh one, learning. The learning should never stop. It's a lifetime learning. And that is an excellent, because everything we learned, we experienced in life, that becomes a knowledge to us. When we are actually doing, that becomes a skill levels towards this. Knowledge and skills levels together makes a competency for us. Hence the learning information, at least the first barrier we don't know, that we need to solve it. At least we know. So you should have a passion towards learning. That's one of the focus areas. You should practice it, because Agile talks about, Agile believes in doing. Not thinking and overthinking and the plan. Doing, learn by doing is agile. Practice it. After all, what will happen? You might fail. If you don't try again, anyway, it's the same result. Try and practice in your personal agility. Don't have hesitation and limitation and mind block. Please try and share. These are the three focus, because by sharing you enhance your learning. There are so many speakers who are going to talk about learning anyway, but this is a vital enabler for us to do. Please do that. Kaizen, yeah, of course we need to go over. And it is not, you see that Nelson Mandela says that after climbing a great hill, okay, one thing which he finds is there are so many hills to climb. That's it. That's the mindset. Never see that I achieved. Oh, no, 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 you are never achieved, man. At the end of the day, we all become one day dust on the earth. So if that is the case, are we going more and more in what we do? Retrospect every time. Like, what is the Agile saying? Retrospect, plan, do, check, act. Check, retrospect, and see to that we evolve over time. It's not that overnight we'll become a superhero with personal agility 90%. No, it's an evolution, it's a journey. We have to go with that. Measure. There are so many measures. What matters to you, you are going to start with. You are going to slowly, progressively achieve it. You measure every time. Am I there? Am I there? A positive, your leading indicators or lagging indicators, which you are applies to your goal. Ensure that you are in a positive trend, you are in a trend towards your goal. Very good. And see to there are challenges, see to that every smaller increments consciously achieved. Appreciate that, celebrate it. And a positive trend is ensuring that you are in a positive growth, and always never stop. It's not stoppable. But I stop now because of the time.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Open for questions. They given me 20
it
minutes
was
or
it,
35 minutes. Yeah.
it was a great session, Jaisankar. I believe everybody has got something or the other to take back home from your presentation. So we have a question from Nupur. What can be possible retrospect failures?
What can be possible retrospect failures? Man, believe me, many things will fail. Like what we plan, if it happens, everything like what we plan, we are the God, but it will never happen. Then, when you retrospect, the timeline won't be there. We would have not achieved your DOD. Like I should have achieved this. There are you have you seen that to do item everywhere? Every day it appears in the to do list. That means you are not achieved. Maybe you achieved 50%. Your red becomes an amber. Okay, still I have something to do. So during the retrospective, the items like the value might not be achieved. Maybe you would have completed it. Value might not be achieved, or you are not completed. Still some residual tasks. Many times we would have never even started, but in the mind we have started. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to do. I want to do. I will start. I will start. It is a priority problem. So there are many variants of retrospective where you can see that an item is not fully done, or the value is not achieved, and you are not, what you wanted to achieve has not been achieved. If it is achieved, very good. Sustain it and then go for next one in the name of Kaizen.
All right. So quickly, we'll take up another question. So in office, you will meet people, uh, develop personal relationship. But now, as everyone is working from home, no one connects with you until needed. So how do you think we can build that relationship? So this question is from Nishant Malhotra.
I would say that this is a fantastic question. In office, right, invariably we go and meet, invariably we take coffee break, we go ourselves forcibly and then meet people. Hi, hello. We have never even intended to meet that guy, but he has come in front of us. Hi, hello. But if in a remote, unless otherwise we want to bet, we will go and then do it, right? This is very correct. This is a limitation on us because no one finds the time. Because office time, everyone, at least they meet. Here it is. This is the limitation in the remote working. Do you want to break it? Yes, of course. How do you break it? I want to have a connect. This is the what is the self energy and passion comes in. The very reason the question comes in you that you have an urge to connect. That urge, if it is there, definitely you will go and then Google him. Definitely you will go and then at least you WhatsApp, you will connect with him. Say hello at least once. If someone is giving you saying the hello, your friend, won't you reply it? The same thing applies to him. It's all same heart. Everything is the same heart. He will reply it. That's the only way. Just take first step by yourselves. The surroundings are challenges, doesn't matter. We want to connect. Let's go take a first step. Two steps, they will come towards us. Yeah. Any other
So
question, please?
I think because of time box, we don't have the next questions. We cannot take it up. So
Yeah.
probably we'll just put it in the social media for the answering. So thank you, Jaisankar. It was amazing listening to you, and I think even I learned a lot from your presentation today. Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.